Good morning. Welcome to Winter Peg. Well, it's not winter, but 1.2 Celsius. That's the sensor that's on the side of the house between my house and Max's house. But the sensor in the back room, about 10 minutes ago, I just came from there, and it's at zero Celsius, 32 Fahrenheit. And when I pulled the curtains open here, you can't see them because the spray booth's in the road, but I actually saw snowflakes, little snowflakes coming down. And now, mind you, they're going to melt as soon as they hit the ground, but that's not the point. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here today. Looking outside, I don't think I'm going to get out again, so it might be 2 days in a row I don't get out on my bike. However, I think we're slowly getting back to normal for, probably 3 days. So let's get ourselves ready here for you-know-who. Yeah. Yeah, so what we're going to do today? Well, we're going to spray these little pieces of photo etch here. There's 6 pieces. The plan is to zoom in and have fun trying to video it. Yeah, no big news. Well, the weather is the news again. Yeah, we went from unusually hot to kind of cold in just 48 hours? Anyway, doesn't matter. Well, it is what it is. Let's make the most of this here, and I guess I'm gonna have to remix this up and strain it out, and yeah, let's get at it and see if we can have some fun here on this cold, wet, dreary. What is it today? Saturday. Hey, tomorrow's pizza day. Yeah. Okay. Now, I know I got way more in there than I need, but as I've said probably 20 times, it's just as easy to pour back a lot as a little. The problem is when you fill it right up like that, you're almost guaranteed to have to clean the lid or the cap of the reservoir. Whereas if you just put a little bit in, and if you're careful, You don't have to clean that up later. Okay, we're going to recompose here so that we can zoom in right underneath that positioning, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, let's see what we can do here. And I think yeah, fan's on or plugged in. Yeah, let's recompose. I think we're ready to go here. Okay, I don't think I'm going to bother with the rubber gloves this time. This XF19 washes off really, really good, with just soap and water. Maybe not after it's set for 24 hours, but now I want to be able to grab these and pick them up and set them back down without accidentally bending anything. Okay, I think we're ready to go here. I put it on kind of thick there. I didn't realize I was putting it on so heavy. The paint may have been slightly too much diluted down. I don't know. Where the self-locking tweezers are holding on, naturally I'm going to have to very carefully touch those places up later. But I think we basically got them here. I think they're going to stand out quite well against the number 82. Yeah. I'm going to clean up. Okay. Now, all I have to do is just touch up where the tweezer held. Now, this is probably about an hour now since I sprayed these, and this one here, in all likelihood, I'm not going to, you know, in other words, when I glue this down, the glue is probably going to make a mess of the paint already anyway right there, because that's the base of the stringer. Okay, we got that one. Let's turn it upside down here. Very, very gently. Okay. Okay, this one is a little bit more obvious. Just try not to fill in the grate. Whoops. Might be better if I was holding this. Look, oh, I kind of did fill it in, didn't I? Let's poke that out. Oh, you may have noticed when I was spraying those ladders, one of those ladders, the rungs filled in with paint. I did clean that out. You may not have noticed it. Oh, here we go again. Poke that out. Okay, that should dry okay. And got another one here. Got to remember, I got to keep this under the lens, or you're not going to see. This is the underside of the platform. We're probably not going to see that anyway. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. I've got that one now. And we got one more here. When we're looking at them up close, like I know I don't have the macro lens on, but you can see where the CA glue kind of, well, I guess this right here, that would be a solder blob. Okay, we basically got them here, folks. Okay, I'm looking out the window right now, and I don't know if you can see it from your perspective, but the center of the street is drying up. Now, it is still only 1.7 degrees Celsius. In other words, it's cold. But if it's dry, yeah, I might get out anyway. And just dress really, really warm. See what happens. Let's put the macro lens on and have a nice close look. Okay, that one platform, maybe I'll just stop the rotation here. Yeah, you see that one platform where I tried to touch it up there? I can see photo etch. I can see the brass glinting. Yeah, if I get the light just right here. But I don't think I'm going to do anything about that. I think we're just going to, leave it now. But at least the details are not all plugged up with paint. I think it's probably shrink wrapped about as much as it's going to right now. I don't think it's going to get any better. Yeah, these should look good.
We got delayed. Missy had to have a drink of water from this big mud puddle.
Oh my goodness.
And then she peed in it.
Well, I'm sure it tastes real good now, eh, Missy?
Oh, it's not toque weather, but it's gloves weather. Last week it was heat and drought and forest fires. And this morning there's snow flurries. Did you see those?
Yes, I did. I saw little flakes coming down around 6:30 this morning.
How's the night?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Had a good sleep. I was up about 3 hours before the household. So I got to drink my large Timmies and read a book. I've been reading the Inspector Troy series by Lawton. A book called Second Violins. You got to appreciate really, really beautiful writing, Sometimes when you read a book a second time and a year or two later, you can slow down and just appreciate the word imagery and the use of language. I'm a writer, but
yeah,
I'm not in this class of writer.
I was just going to say, your experience in writing, what you'd appreciate something like that, whereas somebody like me, just not my thing.
I used to say of polishing dental fillings, it was the last 10% that made it brilliant, but 90% of the work was in the last 10% of the job.
Thank you for coming again, Missy. You're such a good dog.
So maybe riding this afternoon?
Maybe, if it dries up.
Yeah, bundle up. The high today is 8.
Well, that's not too bad.
No, it's not bad. You're going to have a lot colder for sure.
Yeah, that's right.
A few drops of rain in the air. Yeah, it is raining.
It is raining?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's going to stop. The sun's going to come out. It's going to be warm. The highway is going to be open.
Are you talking about this month?
Oh, or possibly not even this year.
Yeah. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay. Now I was getting ready to talk about these pieces here, and now we've got to get our photo etch on them. And yeah, it looks like there's little markings right here, and that would correspond with this one right here that you can't see, but we will move in. And these ones here, okay, this one goes right here under this door. That should be, yeah, we should be able to figure that out. I don't think we put all the, see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't think we put all of these pieces on in this step, in step 14. I think, well, I guess we'll when we methodically and systematically go through it. Yeah, there's I don't know why I'm bothering with this right now while the camera's on, but okay, there's 1, 2, they go on right there. Then this one goes right here. It looks like only 3 of these pieces go on. I guess we positioned some of these in. Oh, there goes the phone. Hello. That's me. Hi. That's right. Can I ask you about the parking there at the Health Science Center? I was planning on parking in the lot on the north side of William. Is that going to be easy to get to your place?
You can, so whatever entrance you go in, it's pretty much the same. You just gotta keep walking straight.
Okay, so it doesn't matter which lot I take, the Sherbrooke or the William.
Yeah, and then you just keep walking straight to the Green Owl elevator.
Okay, thank you very much.
No problem. See you then.
Bye-bye. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I got another doctor's appointment next week, and they were just phoning to confirm to make sure I was coming. I'm going to push stop here. I got to get my thoughts back together. What were we doing? We're making a model ship, right? Okay, time is getting on here, isn't it? Now, we've already done this piece, which is this one right here. Pardon my reach. And I was just looking at the drawing here. I never noticed this before, but if I check the drawing, I can see that this piece is supposed to be bent like that. Yeah. Okay, so that is this piece. It's done. This step right here, you might say, is done. It is part of this right here. Okay, with our doors, and so that becomes this piece right here. All right, let's move over to this piece right here. Try and do this in order as how we come to it in the manual. There's less chance of me missing something. Okay, so this piece right here is actually this piece right here, and what we have to try to do is mount our ladders. You can see the doors here. That is, if I remember to put the graphic in the video. They're supposed to go right here. And I think what we're going to do is, instead of trying to glue them on the side like that, we'll lay this down, and we'll let gravity be our friend. Now, I don't want to put the wrong one in here. Maybe it's probably okay. I think that these are. It's stuck in there now. Okay. I don't know if this one and this one are the same or not. Or are they slightly different? I guess I could count the treads, couldn't I? No, they look the same to me. Yeah, they look the same. So I guess it wouldn't matter which one of these we put on there. So here's my thinking. Yeah, okay, this has to go. So let me put it like this so that. See, are you at a good angle? You're not at a very good angle, are you? Let me stick the macro lens on here and recompose a little bit. I don't know if we're going to want to do much more here today or not. 15 minutes after 1 already. Boy, the day's just flying by. Okay. Our ladder with a platform comes right at the bottom of this door where the holder downward is touching right now. And I'm going to try, I'll just put this off to the side here. I'm going to want to swing this over after. Okay. Now we got to have to be careful not to move this thing or it's going to go out of focus and out of the field of view. So this has to go up like this. And then, you know, it would be easier. I have an idea. Just hang on a second, I've got a thought here. Probably some of you have the same thought. What if I was to use one of Tennessee Jim's machinist squares here? Okay, that will represent the bottom of the deck. Okay, now get a different tweezer. May not need the holder downer. Okay, Jim, I'm going to have to find something different. These are wonderful squares, but this part right here is just a little bit too low. Okay, that's pretty much it, isn't it? I might have to spread this railing so it goes on the other side of the door. I'm going to have to just take this off camera and make a little adjustment here. I'm going to push stop. Okay, we're back. And what I've got here is one of my rotating blocks. Now just check the monitor, make sure the block is not going to block your view. He kind of is. I've got to turn everything a little bit to the side here like this. Okay, I don't think I'm going to need the holder downer now. Okay. I'm thinking now that possibly, just let me check the monitor. Oh no, that's pretty much perfect. What I was going by was the fact that the ladder is a little bit skewed off to one side sort of, but I don't think we're going to notice that. Now this was just a dry run. I'm thinking now what I should do is put a little bit of CA, probably CA thick, on the bottom there of those, you know, the edge of the platform and those two rails that go on each side of the door. Now, I'm going to have to do that off camera. Okay, I realize I'm doing this out of your field of view here, but I put a little drop of CA thick on some waxed paper here, and I'm just sort of wetting the leading edge of everything that I was talking about before, and hopefully I've got enough. Well, it doesn't look like very much. I better get some more on there. Okay, that's some better. Now we don't want it to smear all over the place. I don't know if I got it. There really isn't enough. Well, yeah, it might do it. It might do it. I'd like to have gotten the rail where the rails come up the sides of the door. I'd like it to have been a little bit better than that. In fact, it's almost non-existent. Maybe CA thin. I only have the CA extra thin quick setting. I don't have any thin or medium. That might actually be enough. That might be okay, because you'll notice, let me check the monitor. Yeah, you can sort of see it there, that where the platform is glued to the bottom of the door. Maybe if I'm going to just try and take one of Gabe's swabs here and see if I can't just come in from the side just a little bit. There, that would be good. Yeah, that would be strong. Can I do the other side? No, my angle is wrong here. Oh, I'm going to have to repaint. But at least it's glued on. Yeah, I'll just touch that up with the number 82 to cover up the glinting of the CA. Okay, now I can just put a little bit of curing agent on there and just let it maybe that's too much. Just the smell of it is all we really need. No, I think it's working into the, it's activated it. Kind of the bottom here. Oh, for sure we got it that time. Okay, when that cures, yes, we can break it off, no doubt about it. But we're going to be careful, aren't we? Okay, I'm guessing about 10 minutes or so has passed here now. Should be able to remove our rotating block. And this should stay there. Yeah. Okay, now we're going to have to be really careful, right? I'm going to call it quits for today, folks. We'll do the rest of the photo etch pieces tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.